Hello, very good evening, all of you. Hello, my sound is audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay. Very good evening. Today we have to discuss one of the topic, very much important topic, biomass energy. Last time we have discussed topic of hydrogen energy and different energies, renewable sources of energy and non-renewable sources of energy. Now, what is biomass energy? What is the different biomass fuel used nowadays for generating electrical power? And also we have to discuss what are the advantages, disadvantages of biomass energy and the potential for the generating biomass energy. Write down the name of topic is biomass energy. All of you write down the name of topic, biomass energy. Already you know that maybe you all of you learn biomass. What is biomass? Anyone definition of biomass? What is biomass? And then we will discuss what is biomass energy. Okay, the biomass is nothing but it is the wastage of animals, woods, maybe some of the plants. This wastage is utilized to generate the electrical power by using combustion of this wastage, such as waste, plant material, maybe the carbohydrates, cellulose. These are the various materials are used for generating biomass energy. For example, maybe the wood, energy crops, waste from the forest, farms. These are the various example of biomass energy. Write down the definition of biomass. A biomass is a plant, animal, material used as a fuel to produce the electricity or heat. Actually, the biomass energy is one of the alternative source for the coal power plant or thermal power plant, because of in the case of thermal power plant, already you learned what is the fuel generally used in a thermal power plant. We have discussed thermal energy, thermal power plant. What is the fuel?
Coal.
Which fuel? Coal, yes. Coal is used as a fuel for thermal power plant. But in case of biomass energy or biomass power plant, this coal is replaced by the different alternative fuel, such fuel is also called as a biofuel. Means the coal is replaced by the biofuel. Actually, biofuel or biomass is the one of the alternative source for the thermal power plant. Now we have to discuss how this alternative source, actually this is also called as a renewable source of energy, because of the biomass energy is a renewable, because of it is also getting from organic materials, organic matters, and it can be used for generating power. How? By replacing the coal. The coal is a replacement. By replacing coal, we can use nowadays the biomass fuel, maybe the woods, energy crops, animal waste. These are the alternative option for generating electrical power, for the alternative option for the thermal power plant, where the fossil fuel such as a coal is used as a fuel. There is a alternative source, and this biomass energy is also called as a renewable source of energy, because it contains some of the energy that is from by the sun. Now basically we have to discuss there are various sources of biomass. I have uh, show this PPT content of the various sources, maybe the wastage of human sewage, maybe the wastage of municipal solid waste, animal residues, industrial residues, forestry crops. These are the various wastage. These are the sources of biomass energy. There are various forms of biomass energy. Maybe we have also discussed in PPT number one, that is wood, animal waste. These are the source of biomass. So these source available nowadays in a big quantity. There is tremendous metric in a metric. There is a tremendous metric sources available to generate the biomass energy. These are the sources. Write down the name of the point is the sources of biomass, that is sewage, municipal solid waste, animal residues, industrial residues, as well as the forestry crops residues. These are the various sources of biomass energy. Now, how this actually these biomass energy sources, from this biomass energy sources, there is a biomass or a biofuel is generated. Maybe there is one of the example of the Jetrapa. Jetrapa is one of the alternative fuel used nowadays in a vehicle also. This fuel is used for the vehicle also. Now these biomass sources, biomass fuel is used for the thermal power plant. Already you know that in a thermal power plant there are various components such as a boiler, turbine, condenser. But in that power plant, this coal is replaced by the biomass. Actually, the coal is replaced by the biomass. The biomass may be contents of small pellets. जसं की तुम्हाला मी सांगतोय कोळसा जो आहे तो कोळसा रिप्लेस केलेला असतो बायोमास पॉवर प्लांट मध्ये. तर कोळसा रिप्लेस केल्यामुळं मग कोणते फ्युएल वापरतात, तर इथं जे फ्युएल वापरतात ते जनरली बायोमास फ्युएल मे बी द वूड, मे बी द pellets of the animal waste pellets, but the capacity is very less. जसं की in case of coal power plant, the capacity of thermal power plant, coal power plant is very high. Already we have discussed maybe the some of power plant in Maharashtra, out of Maharashtra, the capacity is more than 600 megawatt. There is a coal is used as a fuel because of the coal has having higher calorific value. Already we have discussed calorific value is nothing but that is heating value of coal is very high. But this coal is replaced by biofuel such as this wastage of animal sewage. This fuel is supplied to the boiler for the combustion, for the generating of heat inside the boiler furnace. Now coal is replaced. Actually, there is a storage yard is content. Already there is a preparation and processing process. Preparation and processing may be done in case of biomass power plant. There we are getting biomass. Now keep in mind, in case of bio power plant, this coal is replaced by the biomass. The biomass may be solid, maybe liquid, or maybe the gaseous form. Now draw this schematic diagram of biomass power plant. It's a very simple diagram of biomass power plant. Here, the only coal is replaced by same. This biomass power plant working is same as compared to coal power plant, coal-based thermal power plant, where the coal is replaced by the biomass. Actually, there is a biomass storage yard, as well as there is a preparation and processing of biomass. The biomass is generated in that plant area, and this biomass is supplied to the boiler, where combustion of this biomass take place, and this heat is utilized to generate the high pressure, high temperature steam inside the boiler. Now, this high pressure, high temperature steam is supplied to the turbine, where, where the thermal energy, heat energy of the steam is converted into mechanical energy by rotating turbine blade. These turbine blades are coupled with turbine shaft. This turbine shaft is coupled with generator, and we are getting electrical energy by the generator. Now at the outlet of same here, in case of coal power plant, the outlet steam is a wet steam that is supplied to the condenser, where the condensation of steam take place. The wet steam is converted into saturated liquid, and this saturated liquid wet steam is converted into saturated liquid. This wet steam is supplied to the boiler. This is a continuous process. This is a cycle. Now in this case, in biomass power plant, the coal is replaced by the biomass. Keep in mind. Actually, the biomass contains chemical energy. This chemical energy, suppose we can consider as a wood. Wood is one of the biomass fuel. We are considering wood. Wood is one of the biomass fuel where chemical energy is released as a heat. Combustion of this wood take place, and there is a tremendous heat is developed, and that heat is utilized to utilized in a boiler where water is converted into steam. There are another biofuels such as maybe the some of animal wastage, maybe the some uh, agriculture wastage. These are also used for the generating power. This is biomass power plant. Actually, the capacity of biomass power plant is very less as compared to coal-based power plant because of the coal having higher calorific value. कोलची जी व्हॅल्यू आहे कॅलॉरिफिक व्हॅल्यू दॅट इज व्हेरी हाय as compared to biofuel. And also there are the capacity of this biomass power plant is very less. In India, the capacity of power plant is from 1 kilowatt to near about 150 to 250 megawatt. Minimum power plant ची capacity किती आहे माहिती आहे का? 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt. म्हणजे biomass plant can be installed for the 1 kilowatt. Maybe in a sugar factory, such type of biomass power plant is installed maybe near to the Kopargaon Sanjeevani sugar factory, as well as Kolpewadi sugar factory, as well as Praura sugar factory. There is a such type of biomass power point. This is also called as a power plant. This is also called as a cogeneration plant because of the sum of steam is utilized for the generating power, as well as some of steam is utilized for the sugar factory. That power plant is called as a cogeneration power plant. The boiler steam is utilized for the generating power as well as for the generating sugar. There are various advantages of the biomass power plant or biomass energy. Biomass energy is the clean energy source. It is clean energy source. Write down some of the advantages. The biomass energy is a clean energy source because of why this clean energy? Anyone about?
No polluted.
No pollutant means some of the wood or maybe the agriculture wastage जे आहे त्याचं burning होतं, तर there is some amount of pollution take place. But why this is clean source of energy? Because of some of the countries there is a tax credit. Actually, there is one of the concept utilized in America also. अमेरिकेमध्ये टॅक्स क्रेडिट केला जातो जेणेकरून where there is a biomass energy is used, where is the tax credit is given to the government or maybe the particular industry or any power plant, maybe the private organization. This is actually because of the biomass emits only carbon dioxide. The emitting म्हणजे जे काही बायोमास एनर्जी पासून फेकलेला कार्बन डायऑक्साइड त्याचं पर्सेंटेज जे आहे ते व्हेरी लेस ऍज कम्पेअर टू कोल बेस्ड पॉवर प्लांट. जसं की कोळशामध्ये जे आहे देर इज अ कार्बन मोनॉक्साईड combustion of coal take place. There is a carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide. These are the various harmful gases are released by the coal based thermal power plant. Lastly we have discussed की coal based power plant मध्ये काय होतं की मे बी द CO2, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, these are the gases are released by the coal based power plant. But in case of biomass power plant, only the carbon dioxide is emitted, and this is very less quantity of carbon dioxide. That's why this is very clean source of energy is called. Also, second is minimize the possibility of fill up landfills. There is a landfills means because of here maybe there is a one of the biggest advantage of this type of biomass energy because of, for example, we are discussing garbage that would otherwise fill by the uh, landfills can collected by the combustion and the transformation into valuable energy source. जसं की बघा काही वेळेला जे गार्बेज वगैरे आहेत असे काही हे आहेत म्हणजे जिथं लँडफिलचा वापर जे काही लँड आहे त्याचा वापर करून तिथं जर गार्बेज आपण प्रोडक्शन केलं तर दॅट गार्बेज किंवा अदर ऍग्रिकल्चरल काही क्रॉप्स आहेत दॅट इज फॉर जनरेटिंग बायो मास that can be utilized, and this is the another advantages of the biomass energy. And third one is the biomass emission are not harmful. जसं की आता मी सांगितलं तुम्हाला some of the gases released by the coal based power plant, the gases released by the coal based power plant is sulfur dioxide, sulfur monoxide. These are very harmful. This is also one of the reason for the global warming and to reduce the ozone layer, the impact due to this dangerous and harmful gases of coal-based power plant. Coal-based power plants जे काही gases आहेत, these are very harmful for the environment as well as the for responsible for global warming, for reducing the layer of ozone layer. But the after combustion of this, there is a very less harmful gases. Only carbon dioxide is released from the biomass, and this is harmless. This is not responsible for ozone layer also. That's why this is another advantages is these are not harmful. Other gases are very harmful to environment as well as human because of sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide. These are very harmful. This is the another advantages of biomass energy. And advantages of biomass energy, it is a renewable source of energy because of the biomass products is emanates from the living sources such as wood, animal waste. याच्यापासून बनवलं असल्यामुळे काय that is renewable source of energy. This actually, this biomass energy are mostly used in United Kingdom as well as developed country, Russia, US. There is a such type of energy is used for the generating electricity. Now, these are the various advantages. Also, there is another big advantage of this biomass energy is alternative fuel for fossil fuel. Means जसं की there is a alternative option for the coal based power plant. The coal is one of the fossil fuel. There is option for the coal for the alternative as a biomass energy. Also, some of the जसं की जट्रपा जर तुम्ही बघा जट्रपा is one of the oil that is nowadays used for the vehicles also. Vehicles मध्ये जट्रपा alternative fuel, that is one of the biofuel used for the automobile engine ला सुद्धा engine मध्ये सुद्धा याचा वापर केला आहे. These are the various advantages of the biomass energy. लक्षात आलं का सर्वांना? What are the advantages of the biomass? Biomass is a clean source, minimize possibility of fill up landfills. Also, the biomass emissions are not harmful as like different fossil fuel used in a coal-based power plant or other power plants. Also, this is one of the renewable sources of energy. It is one of the resource of renewable source. These are the various advantages of the biomass energy. Now there are some disadvantages of the biomass energy. Now, what are the disadvantages we have to discuss? Just it is comparatively inefficient to the fossil fuel. Inefficient means the calorific value of fossil fuel is very high. So what is calorific value? एक minute. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. The meeting is upgrade now. Okay. Now there are some disadvantages of biomass energy. There are disadvantages. Number one is the comparatively inefficient to the fossil fuel, such as maybe the example of coal. The coal has a higher calorific value as compared to wood. Now that's why there is a inefficient fuel. Maybe the more land required for the storage of same capacity fuel. Another advantages is combustion of biomass required lot of space. जसं की फॉर एक्झाम्पल बघा we also compared for the nuclear as well as coal power plant. जसं की 1 kg of nuclear हे जे आहे nuclear fuel, 1 kg of nuclear fuel, we are getting tremendous amount of heat. Maybe the 1 kg of uranium is equal to how many amount of coal required? The rate of near about 4,500 ton of coal is required. जसं की लास्ट टाइम वी हॅव डिस्कस, जसं की मी सांगितलं होतं तुम्हाला 1 किलो जर युरेनियम असेल तर इकडे कोळसा किती पाहिजे? 4,500 टनच्या आसपास. तसंच सेम केस इथं जर 1,000 टन आपल्याला कोळसा पाहिजे असेल तर बायोफ्युएलचं जे हे असणार आहे ते जास्त लागणार आहे, कारण बायोफ्युएल हॅज अ व्हेरी लेस अमाऊंट ऑफ कॅलोरिफिक व्हॅल्यू. कॅलोरिफिक व्हॅल्यू जी आहे बायोफ्युएलची इट इज व्हेरी लेस. That's why there is a required more space for storage. लक्षात आलं का की जे आहे त्याची जे कॅलोरिफिक व्हॅल्यू आहे इज व्हेरी लेस, आणि ते फ्युएल जे आहे स्टोरेज साठी सुद्धा देर इज अ मोर स्पेस ऍड फॉर द स्टोरेज ऑफ दिस बायोमास. Actually, the biomass process, there is also requirement of processor for producing the biomass. Another disadvantages is it leads to environmental degradation. That is very much important. It is leads to environmental degradation. How this leads to environmental degradation? Because of maybe the wood is one of the example of biomass energy. There is a cutting of wood take place. जसं की बऱ्याच वेळेला कटिंग केलं जातं, wood cutting. This is actually one of the example for the degradation of environment, as well as some of the maybe traditional fuel such as another agricultural crops. These are also used for the fuel as a biomass fuel. Also, there is another disadvantages is maybe the some of the private organization cutting the forests. This is one of the example for the degradation. Now there are some another disadvantages is it may be harmful for the mother nature. Now how this harmful for the mother nature? Because of, if we are using maximized amount of biomass energy, that may be lead to carbon dioxide emissions. जसं की मी तुम्हाला म्हटलं, after combustion of this biomass there is a more carbon dioxide is actually the emission or emitting the carbon dioxide after combustion of this biomass energy. Biomass energy combustion झाल्यानंतर maximum amount of carbon dioxide is